Okay, now what we're going to do is we're actually going to do one where we have to complete the square. So again, we're going to go ahead and share. So now when we have one that looks like this one right here is a complete the square situation. So what we're going to do first, write the whole thing over here. 4x squared minus y squared plus 32x plus 6y plus 39 equals 0. So our first order of business, let's get the number over to the other side like we did before, get the constant minus 39. And now what we're going to do is we're going to group the x's and the y's together. So I'm going to go ahead and say 4x squared plus 32x. And I'm going to have minus y squared and plus 6y. And that's going to equal 0, or sorry, equal negative 39. And now what we're going to need to do is do a greatest common factor, kind of like we did with ellipses. So in this case, remember the number in front of the x is going to be my GCF. So in this case, I'm going to take out the 4. That's going to give me x squared plus 8x. And that's where we're going to complete the square. Now here comes the difference. On this one, we actually can factor something out. In this case, we're going to be able to factor out a negative 1. So when I do that, it's going to leave me y squared. But now when I factor a negative 1 out of here, the second term is going to become minus 6y equals negative 39. And now we're going to complete the square. The way you complete the square is we're going to take half of that positive 8. When we take half of that positive 8, we're going to get a positive 4. We're going to square that number. So we're going to square our positive 4 and get a positive 16. That positive 16 goes up here. So this is where I'm going to put the plus 16. And because I added it to one side, I'm going to have to add 4 times 16 to this side. 4, 16. Now I want to repeat the process over here. I'm going to take half of negative 6. That's going to give me negative 3. I'm going to square that. And when I square negative 3, I'm going to get positive 9. That's going to go right up here. So positive 9. And this one's going to be minus 1 times 9. And now what we're going to do is we're actually going to complete the square. So the way we complete the square is this guy inside the parentheses can now become x. And then that plus 4 comes down, plus 4 squared with the 4 in front of it. This guy is going to become y. Bring the minus 3 down, minus 3 squared with the minus 1 in front of it. And that's going to equal what I put in the calculator, negative 39 plus 4 times 16 minus 9. And that's going to give us a 16. And the last step is we divide all these terms by 16. And when we simplify that, this guy becomes x plus 4 squared over 4 minus. This becomes y minus 3 squared over 16. This becomes a 1. And there we have it. This is our standard form equation. It's centered at negative 4 comma 3. The a value is 2. The b value is 4. And because the x is larger, because x is positive and the y is smaller, we're looking at a left and right one. So this is going to be one of those ones. It's going to be left and right. And that's how we do the standard form version of it. So again, just kind of practice. We practiced the class. We did a few of them. I just recommend you trying the practice, turning it in and just making sure you feel comfortable moving forward. And that's what we got.